I died 8 years ago. It wasn't particularly tragic. Or unusual. Just a car accident. I don't blame the man who hit me. He was speeding because his wife was in labor, and there was black ice on the road. He lost control of the car and I lost my life. It's not his fault. I know that. I'm not cruel. I am not vengeful. If anything, I'm the opposite. You see, I don't have any family left and I had lost my few friends around that time. When it was time for my funeral, my boss and the family who killed me were the only people who came. The wife held her newborn daughter close to her chest. I hated my boss, and the cemetery was awfully lonely, so I followed the family home. Lily may as well have been my own flesh and blood. She was sweet, bright, and oh so very small. She had trouble sleeping if someone wasn't rocking her crib and her parents were so tired. After they put her to bed, it was easy for me to rock her crib for her. I didn't get tired. I could help her. As the years passed, Jack and Lori realized that they weren't alone in the house. It didn't take long to connect between my funeral and when I had shown up. And I'd never been malevolent, so they weren't afraid or angry. Someone is trying to force the door. It's Lori's ex. He's obsessive. He's angry. He's going to hurt the family. My family. The thing about ghosts is that the more offerings you get, the stronger you become. I'd been enjoying candles, trinkets, and even the occasional food item for the past 5 years. Then on. I was strong from that.
I am a good liar. I have been my whole life. I'm 12 years old. I'm such a good liar that I could convincingly tell you anything. It was my father who first taught me how to lie. Son, look them dead in the eyes. Don't blink or look to one side. Speak calmly. Add in some details. The ones that aren't important, that makes things more believable. So every day I concoct a new adventure to tell my classmates, they lap it up. They believe I live in the big mansion, that I only wear tatty clothes because my parents don't want me to be spoiled. They don't know that I actually live in a caravan in the field behind it. Last week I told them that my parents had taken me off to a ski resort for the weekend. We met Prince William up there, he loves skiing. I was really bad at it, but Will, he said I can call him that, said it didn't matter, because he thought I was really funny. I must have fallen over right in front of him about 8 times. We're going to be invited to dinner at Windsor Castle soon. I like that story. It's another thing my father taught me about lying, you can't always paint yourself as the hero. Sometimes you have to be bad at things. Today I'm telling an even better lie. They opened the aquarium especially for me, I say while breathing evenly. My parents just knew that I'd always dreamed of swimming with sharks. I looked directly at them. I don't know if you've all seen, but they have those love little orange fish at the aquarium too, like Nemo. I've got a stuffed one from the gift shop, but I'll get some real ones soon. It's all in the details, the little inconsequential details. Anyway, the shark swimming went a bit wrong. The shark tried to attack me, but I fought it off. I shrugged nonchalantly and bask in their awe. One girl asks if she can touch the red gash across my face. It was my father who taught me how to lie. I have to be believable when I explain away the injuries he gives me, or he'll kill me. I am a good liar, but a very bad boy.
Each morning when I wake up, I open the chest where I keep my daughter. I stroke her small skull and murmur good morning, although I know she can no longer hear me. I hope she doesn't think I've abandoned her. I hope she knows that I never will. When my daughter died of a fever, I refused to let her go. She was only a baby, and all that I had left. So I turned to the stories my own mother had told me, the rituals and legends I'd learned in childhood. The rules of bringing someone back from the underworld seemed so easy. I scoffed at the stories of those who failed, sure that my willpower would be stronger than theirs. I forced my way through to the fields of night, and I found my daughter's faint pale soul. I guided it all the way back to her body, never looking back once. When I saw my daughter open her eyes again and smile at me, I thought I had made the right choice. She laughed, she ran, she played just as she had before. I even believed I could pretend nothing had happened. Then a few days later, I saw the rot creeping up her skin. At that moment, I realized my mistake. I hadn't restored my daughter to life. I had only brought her soul back to her corpse. I tried to comfort her as her body swelled and decayed. She wailed day and night in fear as her flesh fell from her bones. Only when her throat rotted away did she stop screaming. I attempted to return to the underworld, to return my daughter's soul, but the way would not open to me again. I cheated death, and my punishment was to keep what I stole. Sometimes my daughter's bones lie still inside the chest for hours, even days, and I dare to hope that her soul found its way back to where it belongs. But sooner or later, her bones always begin to rattle again, and I know she's still alive. Once, all I wanted was to have my daughter here with me. But now, I would give anything for her to die again.